Hello and good afternoon. We are here at Testimonial Tuesdays with the East Orlando Chamber of Commerce. I am Debbie Jones with the Salvation Army of Orange and Osceola counties, and I am here with Tatiana with Hudson's, and we are at Marlowe's Tavern in Waterford Lakes, right off of Alafaya Trail, where at 12:30, great lunch adventures will be happening. So come on out and join us. Get some really good food and meet and mingle with some of the other East Orlando Chamber members. We've got a lot of great conversations happening today. Hopefully you've already been tuned in, and we're going to talk a little bit about with Tatiana about what Hudson's Furniture has to offer. But I do want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, 317 Virtual Services LLC. Missing appointments? Not with us. Our 317 Virtual Services virtual receptionists handle your scheduling and calendar management with precision. We'll confirm, adjust, and stay on top of your appointments so you can stay productive and stress-free, knowing everything's running like clockwork. I think we could all use a little bit of help like that, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, welcome, Tatiana. And let's talk a little bit about Hudson's Furniture, what you do, and what the store, there's a store real close by here, so that's great. And there's several throughout Central Florida. Tell us what is happening right now at Hudson's.
First of all, thank you, Debbie, for hosting me and the East Orlando Chamber of Commerce. So Hudson's Furniture is a family-owned business, as you might know, more than 40 years in the market, and 14 of us throughout Central Florida. And yes, the closest to this location, to Alafaya, is East Orlando. So we have a store there that services you with all your furniture needs for the home, design services, plus mattresses. Who doesn't need a great night of sleep, right?
Right. If you're not getting a good night's sleep, you definitely need a new mattress. And they say, every 6 to 8 years, I think it is, to replace your mattress. And sometimes you need a little more than that if you're not getting a good night's sleep. So I'm sure you've got some wonderful mattresses to choose from and maybe test out. So check that out. And as far as some of the things you mentioned, design services, and I know that that's something that is, each person has their unique style. But if you don't have any style and you want to come in, how many designers do you have in the stores?
So at Hudson's Furniture, our logo says it, and our mission statement is turning houses into homes. We carry designers in every one of our stores. They're designers from school, and every sales associate at a Hudson's store is a certified designer. Wonderful. So if you have a sense of style or not, everybody has their own taste. So what we do is we just help you tailor what you need according to your lifestyle, according to your budget, colors, sizes. We book an appointment, we go to your home. If your home is under construction, we can work with the blueprints.
Okay.
If you're renting a place and you don't have the keys yet, and we can access the blueprints online. So that's how we work. With every single item that you want. If specifically, for example, if you want to do a formal living room because your lifestyle is more formal, that's how we work it out. If you say, I'm more a loungy person, or I love to watch movies, we can even design you a movie room.
Nice.
So we go beyond whatever your needs are.
Wonderful. So if you're moving into a new house, you can have everything brand new and set up nicely and designed by you with somebody to help. Now, will your designers and your salespeople be a tiebreaker between spouses? Because I feel like that's where we always run into trouble. Just giving if you come in with a little bit of information, they'll be able to kind of help decipher and steer you towards the right products for your home, I'm assuming.
Right, because basically what we do is it's not a sale, it's more consulting. So we learn about your lifestyle, your spouse or your other significant other, what they like. And that's how we put the packages together.
Okay, great.
So we don't like to break it. We like to put it together.
Excellent. I feel like everybody has that one thing in their house that their spouse they won, and they got to choose an item, and then it doesn't really work with the rest of the room or the rest of the family, and you just always kind of hold that against them. So it'd be great to have somebody that can pull it all together for you and not end up in a situation where you have mismatched or things that don't work and don't function for your family, because every family has different things that if you got pets, if you got kids, if you're active, if you are more formal. So I love that they can really kind of pinpoint what's going to work for you and tailor it and customize it. That's a really great benefit to your stores. I love that.
And then I love the fact that you use the word customize, because 99% of the things we do at Hudson's, they're custom made. So every piece of furniture is uniquely made for you. So when you come into a showroom of the Hudson's and you see a sofa, for example, that is beige, we always tell to the customer, just feel it. If it's comfortable, if it talks to you, we can create it. We can do it in any color, because in our design studio, we carry all the materials for that.
Okay.
So we adapt to your lifestyle.
Wonderful.
That's why we tailor every solution to every single customer.
I love that.
The other fact that you mentioned, I love that you mentioned we have kids, we have pets. It was fun that on the weekend we were working with a couple, and the first thing when they came in, they're like, I need a sofa. All right, what are you looking into? A sofa. And they said, we need a sofa to be pet friendly. So that's the most hilarious thing I've heard, because what is pet friendly?
Right.
So I said, if you love your pet, you're pet friendly because you welcome him into your home. He's welcome into your on the furniture as well. He's family, but I get the point. You need the durability. Yeah. So we start the design on that point, but beyond that, Hudson's has a unique program for protecting your furniture or your investment. So it's not a guarantee. So what we offer you is a replacement plan. So if you have pets, if you have kids that become creative, as I say, and they start painting in the sofas, they put their little hands with dirt, or your puppy comes from the pool and it's all wet and he rolls over. So we send you professionals. We service you for a period of 3 years.
Oh, wow.
We clean it. If it's motion, we would change your motors, because here in Florida we can lose power.
Yeah.
And then bye-bye motors.
Yeah.
And each motor, it's expensive, so we replace it. It's part of our replacement plan.
That's wonderful.
Our response to replacement is 99% because it's managed by Hudson's. It's not a third party.
Oh, great.
So that is a great advantage. And as we say, if you don't use it, you don't lose it, because what happens if you don't use it towards a replacement, we give you the money back as a store credit on the third year.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't it great?
That is wonderful. That's a guarantee you don't get from a lot of places. That's really wonderful. That is
and
very
as I
unique.
say, if you don't use it, you come see me again.
Okay.
Right?
I love that. That's a really great, I think having put off in the past when my twins were toddlers, I put off getting new furniture because they were messy. We didn't even have pets, but the kids did quite a damage, took a Sharpie to a lot of things. So I was very hesitant to buy new furniture. And then as they got older, I thought, okay, well, I can get new furniture. But it's such an investment, and you want to enjoy it. You want it to be nice. So to have that guarantee is really, really special. And that it's 3 years. That's incredible. That's such a great deal, great value. That's wonderful.
And can you believe if the merchandise you bought is discontinued, you can come and reselect for any other set that we have at the moment active.
No kidding.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh. So you really stand by your product. You really stand by the people that are selling the product and servicing the product. I love that. That's great. And talk to us about, you mentioned a rebate, not a rebate, a referral program that you have that is really great. And take note, East Orlando Chamber members, and share this with your family. Tell us a little bit about the referral program that you have.
So, Debbie, at Hudson's Furniture, we carry a unique referral program that we had the opportunity to share with the chamber last week on the Realtor event
Oh, wonderful.
that is going to be taking place tomorrow. By a matter of fact, I'm making the ad right now. So, how it works is that realtors, uh, contractors, builders, designers, or whomever partners with us can refer us customers. If you refer us a customer, we fill out the form. Of course, we do all the proper legal information. And that person, when the deal is closed and the furniture is delivered, gets a 5% percentage off the total ticket. Meaning,
Wow.
like if the referral gets a $20,000 ticket, you get $1,000 just by referring us
That's
someone that you
incredible.
might know touches your doors or with whom you're making business. And we stand by our customers, as you said, and behind our deals. The other great thing about our referral program is that if you don't want it to, you don't want your referral compensation to be received as money, we can give you a store credit. Who doesn't need mattresses? Who doesn't
Right.
need furniture? Who doesn't need
Right.
something?
Yes,
Or
you
even
mentioned
gifts,
accessories,
accessories,
right? Lamps and rugs and pillows and those kind
pillows.
of things.
We have amazing pillows that are meant to be slept on, like
Nice.
to add posture. So that's part of our referral program.
That is wonderful. That's really I get the sense that there's just so much that you're proud of the product, you're proud of the what the stores do, and carry that through to your other partners and other customers, and standing by everything that you do is really that's it become more rare in the business world and certainly in consumables, and that's really nice to see. And I love that you recognize that when somebody refers a customer to you, that there's value in that. And that's a lot of what the East Orlando Chamber of Commerce is. It's those referrals, it's those getting to know people and being able to say, point people in the right direction. So that's a wonderful added element to everything else that y'all do, and that's great. When we have people who are looking for, to furnish their whole house, that can be a daunting. You're moving into a new house. A lot of people move down here, right? We see an incredible influx of people, and the effort that it takes to go and pick everything
Oh, yeah.
that you need can be cumbersome. So it's nice to see that there's friendly and knowledgeable people on the other end to help you navigate through. Because I get bedazzled when I walk into stores, any kind of store, and I'm like overwhelmed sometimes. And I have a list in my phone of all the random things that I need to purchase, like bath mats or shower curtain rings, so that when I walk into a store, I can look and see what are the things that I need. Because I find something else shiny and new to look at, and I forget the really important things that I need. So being able to walk into your stores and have somebody that can help you navigate through that and not be lost in a sea of all the choices that there are. I really love that. And tell us about when you have somebody that is purchasing stuff, but their home isn't ready yet. Is there a plan and process for waiting until they get the word so that it matches up? Can they order and you hold the furniture? What are the different processes like for purchasing like that?
So our program for designing, it's called in-home design. So we can do it in different stages, as we say. You don't need to buy everything as a whole, but if the home is under construction, what we highly advise the customers is like, okay, let's start doing room by room, right? And depending on the lead times of the vendors, that's how we focus our priority, because we carry more than 100 vendors. So depending on what you order, most of the vendors are American made products, but we carry some products, of course, from Europe that take longer time, especially when they're custom made.
Yeah.
They're not container wise.
Yeah.
So that's, if the lead time's longer, That's where we place the first
Okay.
orders. And then American made products most likely would be 8 weeks the longest to get. So, and answering straight your question, we hold the merchandise.
Okay.
Our advice is to start the project at least 6 months before.
Okay.
So we have everything ready for you and turnkey.
Wonderful.
And following on the turnkey, also in our design program, we have a division where we can design every single thing inside your home, turnkey, even putting the trash cans, the cups, everything to make
Wow.
a place livable.
Nice. Very nice. And when you deliver, you set up, you have everything put into the place. It's not dropped and run.
And I love that you asked me that, because we are very known, and it's one of our highest quality standards that we uphold at Hudson's. It's our white glove delivery,
Nice.
because it's not just the sale or the consultation of the design, but it's like the whole process until we deliver and set up. So yes, we come to the house. If it's a whole house, your sales associate or your designer will come to the house with all the layouts and the presentation to make sure that every piece of furniture, art, lamps, rugs are set in the right place. But our white glove delivery means our people would set it up, will dispose all the trash, and will leave you the place perfect so that you come in and just sit down and enjoy a glass of wine or a good coffee.
How wonderful. That's an upper tier level of customer service. And I really love that, because it seems so genuine. And I want you to come design my house and bring me new furniture. I think that's something that people really will enjoy. And I think that speaks volumes for, again, what you stand by, that you stand by the product and your services. And that's a really nice element to add, and just know that the customer on the receiving end is going to feel happy and content with everything that they've got, and they don't have to do the setup and haul away all the wrapping stuff that comes with new furniture being delivered. And that's really nice. That truly is, I love your slogan, making a house a home. That's really, really unique and very special.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now that you said the word hauling, I'm going to follow with a line that not many people know. Like we mentioned a good night of sleep, right?
Mhm.
So with a good night of sleep at Hudson's, we have a unique program. We're sleep specialists.
Oh.
So we're just not a furniture store. We have mattress specialists. We have a machine like where we fit you for your mattress. Do you know what fitting you for a mattress is?
No.
So when you come to us, we give you that experience. We have a machine that was created by chiropractors and NASA in a point
Wow.
of life. So it's a sensor machine. You lay down there, we test your back, the way you sleep, because there are side sleepers.
Yes.
How do you sleep?
I sleep on the side.
All right, you're a side
Yes.
sleeper, so I'll put you on the side. And then I'll bring you a pillow, which complements 25% of your sleep. So that will complement the mattress that the machine will suggest you need. It's not me telling you, it's a machine telling you, suggesting you. Then you try the mattresses, and wherever you feel comfortable, you would have a sleep comfort package. Going beyond that, if you don't love your mattress, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, you are allowed to exchange your mattress at Hudson's Furniture.
Oh my goodness. What a great deal. That is above and beyond.
And more.
Oh yeah?
We haul your old mattress for free.
Oh.
We do not charge you for delivering a mattress. You can get an adjustable base or a lifetime foundation, those nice things that come up and down.
Yeah.
With complimentary with the purchase of your mattress. And if you don't like that, we can give you a metal frame to set your box spring and your mattress, and ask what else we can do for you.
What else is there? That's incredible. I think we ordered our mattress off the internet. I don't recommend doing that, by the way. I think that is such spectacular customer service and customer care. And if somebody gets something that they are, that's really working for them, they'll talk about it, right? People talk about how comfortable their mattresses are. Or I know I've gone to friends' houses and when I've said, "Oh, your guest bedroom is really comfortable," what do? They tell you where they got it, right? And
Right.
you look into that. So that's that word of mouth and continuing, customer service and new customers potentially coming to you. So that's a really great, that in and of itself is a great referral. That's incredible. That's just really, what other hidden gems do you have? I am so intrigued by your business model of really taking care of your customers, because that is sometimes, that's a forgotten art. It's a lost art. It just doesn't, I feel like we've all kind of just had to say, okay, well, it is what it is, and be happy with what you got. But I feel like there's just such an extra level of care that you all are given to your customers, or to even get them to be your customers. You're taking extra care with getting to know them and getting to know what their needs are.
For us at Hudson's, it's about getting that 5-star experience, because at the end of the day, you're spending money. So we have to return to you what you expect.
I love it.
So that's what it is at Hudson's Furniture. And how we take care of our customers too. We do interesting things like twice a month. We hold events. The first Thursday of the month, we have Wine and Design, where we give a design seminar. We offer wines, hors d'oeuvres. It's very fun. Raffles, interesting. So everybody's invited to come. And the last Thursday of the month, we have a VIP sale where we contact customers or potential customers, and we provide incentives. And this month particularly, it's focused a lot in mattresses, and it's the spring sale. So as I was telling you, we have lamps for $99. We have a lot of closeouts. So a lot of interesting things happening this month at Hudson's Furniture. So you can come visit us at 1121 East Colonial Drive.
I love it.
And my name is Tatiana. If you want to contact me, please feel free to call us. We are at 407-210-1848 East Colonial Drive, Hudson's Furniture.
I love it. So one of the things that I'm going to give a little commercial here for some of the things that we have going on with the East Orlando Chamber that actually does tie in with making a house a home. And that's to join us for a powerful and timely breakfast discussion, Priced Out, Housing in Affordability and Its Rippling Effect on Our Local Economy. And that is on Wednesday, May 21st at Bonefish Grill. This engaging quarterly event brings together industry experts and community leaders to examine the growing housing crisis and its wide-reaching impacts on our workforce, economy, and community well-being. Featuring a dynamic panel of voices from finance, real estate, policy, and advocacy, attendees will gain insights into the root causes, challenges, and local solutions to housing inaffordability, and how the business community can play a pivotal role in addressing them. And that's something that's near and dear to my heart, because at the Salvation Army, we do deal with the homeless. We deal with people who are struggling to pay their rent with rent and utility assistance. But we also have a really wonderful program in Osceola County called Pathway to Housing, where we help families save up their money, learn financial literacy, and buy their first time house.
Awesome.
And so being able to have different partners in the community, like you would encounter here at the event on May 21st, to just talk about, what people are struggling with. And there is quite the lack of affordable housing here in Central Florida. So for every person that does, buy a home and can maintain that lifestyle, I mean, that's a great accomplishment, because there is definitely a lack and a struggle with finding affordable housing and people being able to just get that first time home. right out of the gate. It's not as easy as it was, 50, 60 years ago. And people you're having multiple generations that don't have a home. They've never owned a home. And that's a really important part of what we do in the community and so many of our other chamber members in the community. So being a part of somebody who really makes a house a home, that's another event opportunity that Hudson's can participate in and be a part of, making sure that people have what they need to have a nice place to come home to and be able to have a place that generations from them can come home to as well. And it sounds like you guys take great pride in having people in homes that they take pride in the community as well.
Yes, we do. And we have programs. We are very engaged in the community. And the last thing I want to say, you said affordability. We have amazing financing programs at zero interest. And if you purchase a mattress, you ask me what else there is there.
Yep.
You don't put any down payment. You take the mattress home. And you have, depending on the amount, up to 60 months, no interest to pay the mattress.
Wonderful.
And the furniture as well.
Excellent.
Zero interest. So we have it all.
Excellent. I love that. There's so many great, I feel like everybody just needs to come visit your store, whether it's for the, is it Wine and Design?
Yeah.
Or just take a stroll through their showroom. And I think, so many times we don't take the time to really take a good look at what's out there. And I feel like, oh my gosh, there must be just thousands of things to choose from. And I'm going to take a stroll through your store. I will definitely come see you and check out some things that I know I need. I'm thinking the mattress is probably the number one item that probably many of our viewers are probably rethinking some of their
5 years the
choices.
mattress, depending on the brand.
Yep.
Unless it's one brand that I'm not going to mention,
Gotcha.
It's 10 years. But then it's 5 years and change your mattress.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Well, one of the things, I don't know if Hudson's will be here or not for our East Orlando Chamber of Commerce Business Expo, but I want to make sure we get word out about that. Have you attended Business Expo in the past?
I have not, but this year we're going to be part of it.
Excellent. You're going to love it. It is phenomenal. Join us on Wednesday, August 21st from 5 to 8 p.m. for one of East Orlando's most powerful business building events of the year with 600 plus attendees and 150 plus exhibitors. The East Orlando Chamber of Commerce Business Expo is your opportunity to spotlight your business, expand your network, and make meaningful connections. Gold members and above receive a free exhibitor table as part of their benefits. So gold members and above receive a free table as part of their membership. Don't forget that, and let the staff at the East Orlando Chamber know right away if you plan to use that, because these tables sell quickly. They will not be around forever, so make sure you get yours locked in since it's free for gold members. Silver members can reserve a table for just $400 or upgrade to a gold for only $350 and get even more value. Space is limited and tables are not guaranteed without registration, so don't wait. Claim your spot today and be part of the buzz. And that is one of the biggest benefits that I've seen coming into the East Orlando Chamber, because it has all the businesses in one spot. And just being able to walk around and engage with other businesses, learn about new businesses, and find new customers is really, really a great opportunity. So make sure you are engaged. If you're a gold member, get your free table. If you are just starting your membership with the East Orlando Chamber, by all means, come check it out, get your tickets, and don't forget Wednesday, August 21st, Business Expo from 5 to 8. And then another quick shout out to 317 Virtual Services. We want to thank them again for being our sponsor today. And you will be hearing from them coming up. And just a little bit about what they do, from document formatting and spreadsheets to PowerPoint presentations and data entry. Our 317 virtual services, virtual administrative assistants can take time-consuming tasks off your plate. Think of us as your right-hand support team ready to take on the to-dos that slow you down so you can stay focused on growing your business. And don't forget, coming up here at Marlowe's Tavern in Waterford Lakes on Alafaya Trail at 12:30 is the East Orlando Chamber of Commerce Great Lunch Adventure. Come on down. We'll have lots of members here. You can meet, mingle, grab some really good food. I highly recommend their shrimp and grits. I don't think it's a seasonal item, so please get that. It's really, really good. But anything you get here is going to be fantastic. And that's Marlowe's Tavern for a great lunch adventure at 12:30 today in Waterford Lakes. And how are we doing on time? Are we good? All right. And I am Debbie Jones with the Salvation Army of Orange and Osceola County. Again, I want to thank Tatiana with Hudson's Furniture and also 317 Virtual Services for joining us today.